Good morning and welcome to News Superfast. I'm Nolan Pinto. Now, in a recent verdict, the High Court directed a father to meet his wards in a private club. Now, the father claims that the environment doesn't suit his children.
The Karnataka High Court, dealing with the divorced couple's children visitation case, has now allowed the father to meet his children at the Bangalore club premises. This 40-year-old had earlier been asked to meet his wards at the mediation centre in Nyaya Degula Family Court Complex in Bengaluru on alternate Saturdays by the family court.
I have two children, aged about 9 years, boy, and a 4-year-old daughter. And in the family court, I have made a prayer that I should be allowed to see the children at least on weekends till the case is finally decided. So for that, the family court ordered that I can see my children only for 3 hours in the Bangalore Mediation Center, which is not at all friendly. It is very hot, it's very difficult. It's a small place with at least about 6 children there, and I cannot entertain my children. I cannot take them home with me. It is very inconvenient.
Unable to spend quality time with his estranged children, he approached the High Court claiming that the location was impossible to spend time with children there, following which the court directed the mother to bring the children to Bangalore Club between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Considering Bangalore Club is a social location, the father claims that the place is not suitable for children to visit.
I went to the High Court, asked for better visitation, at least Saturday, Sundays. I want to take the children to my house, because I have got my own house. My father has his own house in Bangalore, and there are 2 ladies in the house to take care of my daughter and my son. So I made a prayer. Unfortunately, the High Court of Karnataka, Bangalore, gave an order that I can see my children in the Bangalore Club. Now, Bangalore Club is a social club. It is not a place for children's visitation. Bangalore Club is not a place where I can buy them anything. They don't accept cash. You have to be a member to even order a juice. So this place is not at all convenient. So I rather forego seeing my children rather than seeing them in Bangalore Club.
He also claims that it is difficult for his father to meet his grandchildren due to the rules and regulations in place.
Also, there are several difficulties by having visitation in Bangalore Club, because Bangalore Club has several rules and bylaws that says you have to follow a certain dress code. My father is 73 years old. He may want to wear a dhoti or a chappal. That is not allowed in Bangalore Club. Moreover, it's a private club. Public is not allowed inside. Now, yes, my wife is a member. I am not a member of Bangalore Club. So how can I enter? She will say, I will allow you, I'll sign you as a guest. But what about my parents? What about my siblings? I've got a lot of people in my family who want to see my children, she will prevent all that.
This man is not the only parent facing trouble in meeting his children. Meet B.R. Srinivas, a father who hasn't seen his 14-year-old son since August. Srinivas has been unable to meet his son despite the Supreme Court granting him visitation rights. After 12 years of legal battle, the Apex Court has ordered a stay on a directive granting Srinivas custody of his son. He has been given permission to visit his son during the weekends, but said his wife did not permit him to do so.
I filed for the custody of my son, and ever since from the year 2004 till date, it's been going on from family court. I succeeded in getting the full custody of my son, showing that there was a parental alienation and medical negligence. And later in the year 2010, she appealed in the High Court, wherein we were given equal custody. And even in spite of the equal custody that was given between both of us, she did not follow the court orders. And even today, even in spite of the interim order from the Supreme Court, she has been violating day in and day out. And she is not allowing me to meet my son.
Srinivas further claims that his wife insists that the meetings take place in public places like restaurants. Srinivas wants a visitation to be a private affair, so that he can spend some quality time with his son. According to experts, conflicts such as this could affect the children. Kumar Jagirdar, president of the city-based NGO Child Rights Initiative for Shared Parenting, says that children's mental well-being is affected in cases such as this.
Not allowing the child access to the husband because of some word egos and revenge, etc. This is not good in the interest of the children, because children needs father as much as the children need the mother. Taking revenge on the husband by not showing the children, using the children as tool, is nothing but child abuse. Nowadays, the children's visitation is restricted to a Bangalore Mediation Center, or going to a temple to visit the children, or some Mantri Mar or some Bangalore club or something, which is also not a good healthy atmosphere for the children to understand, because they may consider this father as Bangalore club daddy or Mantri Mar daddy or something. See, this is not the way it should be bonded. This sort of supervised visitation is not at all going to help the children, nor the father, and there should be some guidelines for this.
A solution needs to be found, keeping in mind the children's well-being. A News9 report.
Well, he devised it to make his wife's life easier, but now his humble substitute to a commercial product is recognized across the globe. Arunachalam Muruganatham, or the menstrual man as we like to call him, has been termed as one of the most influential men in health.
Time has released their list of 100 most influential personalities in health. One of the unlikely title holders is this humble man from Tamil Nadu. Arunachalam Muruganatham has been recognized for introducing a cheaper substitute for the highly commercialized sanitary pads used by women. Calling him a health crusader, Time has recognized Muruganatham's work for introducing women in rural India to a more hygienic means of dealing with their menstrual cycles.
So I'm very happy. So I have been selected as the most influential 100 person across the globe. I am one among the crowd. So that other selected the nominees, that Barack Obama and even our Mr. Modi and Arun Kejriwal. So then Steven Spielberg, Bill Gates, Bill Clinton. The list is never-ending. So I'm going to participate on this event on 29th of the evening at New York.
It started when he first discovered that women experience 4 uncomfortable days every month when his newly married wife tried to hide the rags she used during the period. Though shocked by the revelation, he walked up to the closest shop to buy sanitary pads to impress his new bride. He discovered that they were sold for a price 10 times the manufacturing rate. This was when Muruganatham devised a simple method to make one himself.
The activity what we are doing is we are trying to create a wide revolution across India, because in India only 5% of women only using sanitary pads, rest 95% of women are not using sanitary pad. Because of that, there are a lot of untold problems in India. For example, many school going girls, they are not attending their classes for every month 6 days. They are not writing their exams. That's why the women empowerment is not happening. So now we are trying to provide low-cost sanitary pad, not compromising the quality.
Muruganatham realized that women in rural India used rags which were washed and reused because sanitary pads were too expensive for their humble means. He was shocked at how unhygienic the method was and strived to make them aware of his discovery, only so that it would benefit them. This was when the trouble began. Not only was he shamed and laughed at for openly talking about something that was considered strictly taboo, but also faced strong opposition from his own family, including his wife, who inspired it.
The napkin what we are making on this plant, it is no way it is uncompromised with this quality. All the napkins what we are creating is up to the standard of Bureau of Indian Standard, and it is whether we are adopting the BAS or the quality, the women should accept the product. We are in the 10th year. That means that almost 30 states of India, 25 states of women and 10 other countries, the women are accepted, the quality of the pads, the convenience, the comfort, there is no side effects, nothing.
Not only do the products meet the standards of hygiene set forth by the government, but they are also available at 1/3 the cost of sanitary pads that are commercially available. He has finally managed to reach out to women in rural areas of over 25 states in the country and has touched many lives through his simple invention. The revolutionary product has also reached out to women outside India, influencing many. Using Muruganatham's simple machine, women can manufacture sanitary pads at home and even make a living out of it. The best part is, the women can make a profit by selling it for more than the manufacturing rate, and it will still be lower than the price of the commercially available pads. Time has picked out 3 other Indians in their list of most influential personalities across the globe. This year, Muruganatham's name features along with that of Narendra Modi, Arvind Kejriwal and writer Arundhati Roy. With Prashant from Coimbatore, Ramesh for News 9, Chennai.